Welcome to the TopRank Marketing News Roundup. I'm Tiffani Allen.
And I am passionate, customer-centric marketing ninja guru, Joshua Nite.
I need that to stop.
Well, I can't, and I won't, and I don't stop, because LinkedIn just released its list of the 10 most overused buzzwords on LinkedIn profiles, and they kind of got stuck in my head, and now I just kind of want to use them all the time. Because, you know, I'm passionate. I have a good track record. Well, let's just go through the list, because I feel like it's important to know these words and kind of inoculate yourself against them. If they're in your profile, you might want to get rid of them. So I have my list of the 10, and then I have some varying degrees of helpful suggestions that you can use instead. So first, strategic. Everyone's a strategic something. Tactical is a synonym you might want to use there. Creative. Instead, maybe go for innovative until that becomes overused, which will happen fairly quickly, but get in early. Yeah. Specialized. I think you can just go for studied or learned, something like that. Leadership, weirdly. Like, I'm known for leadership. It doesn't really mean anything, so I would say like foresight. You say I have foresight. Passionate. A lot of the synonyms for passionate are not going to be too good for this. They're more romance novel kind of thing. But I would say zealous is a good one. Due for a comeback, the zealous. Experienced. Too soft. Go for battle tested. You're battle tested, zealous, innovative, tactical, whatever. Focused. If you gotta, maybe go for fixated, but I mean, we focus on stuff, it's what we do, so maybe not. Enthusiastic, again, you know, maybe a trait that everyone's gonna say they have. I would go for rabid, or maybe fervent. Fervent could use a comeback.
Rabies isn't really a selling point when I'm working on interviews.
I am foaming at the mouth about content marketing. And finally, track record. It's like having a track record for blah, blah, blah. I would recommend to give a little bit of street cred to your profile instead of track record, rap sheets.
Nope. I cannot stress enough how that is not a good plan.
Well, I have an extensive rap sheet with, oh, all right.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Be that way.
Well, you can take your rap sheet. I'm going to take my snap sheet.
Oh.
Snapchat actually is now offering QR codes that can deep link to websites. Although rumor has it that Snapchat is kind of being overtaken by the new Instagram live stories, which is a whole thing. We won't get into that now, that's Josh's job for later. Snapchat is kind of upping its game now by releasing this ability for marketers especially that they've been looking forward to be able to send QR codes, snap links to their fellow Snapchatters to drive them into a website landing page or just a website in general. You can do this by going into your Snapchat settings, going into Snapcode, and then create Snapcode, and then you can send people wherever you like.
Yeah, this was cool because before this, you had to give them it was like a $750,000 spend to create a geofilter to get that QR code.
Yeah.
And I've emptied out my sofa cushions multiple times, and I'm up to 75 cents. So yeah, it's not so great.
It's close.
QR codes.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Canada, a single tear is running down Scott Stratton's face and into his beautiful beard. We're sorry, Scott, and we're sorry to all the kittens that will be killed by these QR codes.
Understood.
Anyway, in shocking news, or should I say hashtag shocking news, after 5 years of trying to fight it, Twitter has decided they can't fight this feeling anymore, and they made an Instagram account.
Aww.
That's right, Twitter's hitting it up with the gram. In other news, Google made a LinkedIn account today, Google Plus did, and MySpace is now on Snapchat, so that's super cool.
Some of these things have been made up, for dramatic effect.
It's satire, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. Anyway, right now we're seeing that Twitter's using the program, they're using Instagram stories to showcase some of their top tweets. They're doing visual representation of hashtags, so like instead of hashtag Oscars, it's hashtag and a picture of an Oscar, or perhaps Oscar the Grouch, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Seems
So
like
this is a beautiful reunion story because they have been a little bit like Oasis, like Noel and Liam Gallagher. Back in the day, they were tight. Twitter tried to buy Instagram. Facebook kind of swooped in, bought it. So then Twitter's and blocked Instagram from using its API.
Rude.
Which kind of petty, but you know, it happens when your heart is broken. But what we're seeing now is that Twitter at this point kind of needs Instagram more than Instagram needs Twitter. So they came back, you know, they got the roses, got the hashtag chocolate, and they're getting along now. It's kind of cool.
It's nothing better than social media love, really, truly.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that there's really no perfect time to post on Facebook?
No.
True story. Despite all of the studies that you've probably seen in, you know, the 400 to 500 years you've been doing digital marketing, there is really no good time, no perfect time to post on Facebook. There's so many varying accounts. It really depends ultimately on your customer, what they want, what they're doing, what industry they're in, and whether or not your post is sponsored, if your post is organic. There's a whole lot of different things. So a recent study of studies show that there is no right study on this thing. Your newsfeed competition is going to be really high, especially now. And so posting at the perfect time, the peak time, might not even be a good plan because there's so much other stuff available for your audience to look at that they might not even notice what you did. So post when your data tells you, is the moral of this story. Post when you see the most engagement on your posts. And post when it's relevant to your audience. So, for example, if you're selling coffee on Facebook and you're posting at 2 a.m., maybe not the best plan. People that are up at 2 a.m. probably already have a pretty good handle on the coffee game.
Still up? Want to be up even more?
Probably not.
Yeah, have some coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the key takeaway there is that Facebook is just not really an organic platform at this point. So it doesn't matter when you post, you're going to need to boost. You're going to need to, you know, use your like audience, build some targeting in there, and don't rely on their algorithm to show you anything, because right now all I see is from like 6 people who I liked stuff from like 3 years ago. So yeah, it's a pay to play platform. Say that 3 times fast.
I cannot do that, and I will
Please
not
don't
do
do
that.
that. Okay.
We'll be back next week with more top online marketing news. If you need it in the meantime, if you're just dying for more, you can subscribe to the TopRank blog, toprankblog.com, or follow TopRank on Twitter at TopRank.
And stay tuned for the blog post that's up with all of the stories that we covered and a little deeper dive into some other news of the week. You can also find me on Twitter. I am at NiteWrites. That's NITEWRITES.
And I'm at Tiffani_Allen, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.